Gentlemen, we need to talk. Because look, a lot of you have been fed straight up lies when it comes to what women want. You think it's all about looking like an Instagram model, having a fancy car, how texting her, good morning. It's like you're auditioning every day to be an emotional support pet. Let me stop you right there. That is not going to keep her interest. That is not going to earn her respect. And it's definitely not going to build something worth having. So today, I'm going to be getting into some real man stuff. I'm talking about what women actually want from a man in their 20s. And spoiler alert, it's not about being the nice guy, the player, or the simp. That sounds like something you want to hear? Then stick around and let's get at it. I'm Rob Johnson. I want to welcome you to the Legacy Gentleman channel. On this channel, every day we talk about the values, skills, and works that be admired and desired 1,000 years from now. And when you have that, you, sir, are a legacy gentleman. All right, let's start with the obvious one that everyone gets wrong. Confidence is not loud. It's not flexing. It's not posting shirtless mirror selfies hoping for likes. That's what women do. That ain't what men do. Confidence is a quiet strength. It is the way you carry yourself when you walk into the room. It's saying what you mean and not apologizing for being masculine in a world that wants us to be neutered. Cockiness. A lot of people get that confused with confidence. See, cockiness, that's insecurity in a leather jacket. Confidence, that's a man who knows who he is and where he's come from and where he's going. He's tested and he's passed, who fails and gets back up and get back at it. See, confidence is built in silence, early in the morning, late at night, grinding alone when nobody's watching. Women can kind of sense it. The good ones can. The ones worth being with, they understand it. And it's not just about attraction. It makes them feel safe. Remember, the lion doesn't need to tell he's a lion. He's the king, and he just is. All right, guys, so here's the hard truth. If you make a woman your mission, you're gonna lose both of them. See, a man without a purpose is obsessed with people, but men who are on their mission, they really are. You're like a magnet. It's the guy women want to follow, support, and even build with. See, a woman wants to feel your presence more than hear your promises. That means she wants to feel the gravity of your direction, where you're headed and what you're building. So, you gotta stop waiting for her to show up before you start moving. Start moving and the right woman will show up. Look, just get serious about something. Your career, your calling, your business, your craft, whatever it is, lock in on it. Purpose first, everything else, I promise you will follow. Look, let me be clear. Having emotion doesn't make you weak. Being ruled by them does. She doesn't want a robot, but she doesn't want a man who breaks down over every inconvenience. Emotional dumping is not attractive. In fact, it's pretty exhausting. And what women want from you is emotional leadership. They want you to prove that you can stay grounded when things are chaotic. Can you reassure her without spiraling yourself? Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32 says, "He who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit better than he who captures a city." See, gentlemen, emotional stability is strength. You need to learn to feel deeply and process it privately first. That's the problem with a lot of men today, especially men who were raised by women. They're super emotional and they fly off the handle, sometimes with violence, sometimes with screaming. But when you step back, they just look like women the way they're acting. Now, men, I'm going to just say this plainly. Women don't want a fan. They want a man. When you put her on a pedestal, When you revolve your life around her approval, you flip the dynamic. She becomes a leader and you become the follower. Respect her? Look, absolutely. That's what you absolutely need to do. Honor her? Of course, that is what the Bible calls us to do. Sacrifice your standards to keep her happy? No, because the moment you do that, she stops respecting you. Respect means both of you uphold your boundaries. Tell the truth. Walk with integrity. Worship is about validation. Respect is about value. She wants a man who leads her with love, not trails behind her hoping she chooses him. You ever been out with a girl and she says, I don't know what to pick? That's not a trap. It's a test. Indecision kills attraction. Women want men who can make a call. Doesn't have to be perfect, just clear. Being decisive tells her, you can relax. I got this. And the world where so many men play it passive, that's rare. In fact, it's super valuable. Leadership doesn't ask permission, it moves with clarity. Look, there's a lot of fake masculinity out there. And look, men are naturally aggressive, but masculinity isn't aggressiveness. Men often try to dominate over someone or something, but masculinity isn't dominance. It isn't pretending to be hard 24/7 nonstop. Masculinity, especially when it comes to women, it's about protection, it's about provision, it's about purpose. It's standing in the storm without losing your spine. That's the kind of masculinity that women are craving for. The fake alpha thing, it really does die quickly. The guy, he treats her like trash. He uses his status as a shield because he's hollow. He uses the woman. And then if she's smart, she actually realizes it. Look, if you want to attract a woman that's quality, first you gotta be a man that is quality. Not a perfect one, a present one. Strong in spirit, secure in himself, soft enough to love, but hard enough to lead. Gentlemen, here's the take. Don't become valuable because a woman says so. Become valuable so you can live by value. And then when you do that, women will see it, they'll respect it, and they will want to be a part of it. So stop chasing approval, stop performing, stop bending into the mold of the world that they're trying to give you. Be confident, be grounded, and be a leader. Build your mission and watch the kind of women you want be drawn to you because that's the energy they want and need. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all watching this. Like, subscribe, and share this with a young king who needs it. And if you're just becoming a man, keep on working to build that legacy. Don't stop. Don't listen to the world. And go be legendary.